Do you feel lonely and isolated? You might not even initially notice loneliness creeping into your life. It frequently happens gradually, leaving you isolated. The majority of people find loneliness to be a heavy burden. Humans inherently seek out meaningful contacts with other individuals because we are accustomed to living in tribes. We can be seeking a true connection with a nice and helpful person as well as social engagements. The collection of uplifting lonely quotes by famous personalities below was put together to assist you improve your mood and break bad behaviors. Let's check those out. Sir Woody Allen said, "Life is full of misery, loneliness, and suffering, and it's all over much too soon." Sir Marilyn Monroe said, "It's far better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone." Sir Henry Rollins said, "Loneliness adds beauty to life. It puts a special burn on sunsets and makes night air smell better." Sir Chris Jamie said, "A lonely day is God's way of saying that He wants to spend some quality time with you." Sir Henrik Ibsen said, "The strongest men are the most alone." Sir Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, "The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone." Sir Mitch Albom said, "The only time we waste is the time we spend thinking we are alone." Sir Douglas Coupland said, "Remember, the time you feel lonely is the time you most need to be by yourself." Sir Michel de Montaigne said, "The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself." Sir John Steinbeck said, "All great and precious things are lonely." Sir Audrey Hepburn said, "I have to be alone very often. I'd be quite happy if I spent from Saturday night until Monday morning alone in my apartment. That's how I refuel." Sir Paulo Coelho said, "If you are never alone, you cannot know yourself." Sir Joan Didion said, "Do not whine, do not complain, work harder, spend more time alone." Sir D.H. Lawrence said, "Perhaps only people who are capable of real togetherness have that look of being alone in the universe." We have found out 5 ways to stop feeling loneliness of yours. Let's check those out. Number 1. Acknowledge your feelings of loneliness. Realizing how you feel and how loneliness is affecting your life is a first step in overcoming it. Talk to a therapist or counselor first. They can advise you on further measures to combat loneliness, propose alternative therapies, and assist you in developing coping mechanisms that work for you. Number 2. Know when to engage or disengage from the online world. When it comes to loneliness and social isolation, the online world may be a double-edged sword. Which is healthier, logging on or logging off? Whatever depends. If you're attempting to get over loneliness, the online world offers convenient and non-threatening opportunities to communicate with others. Number 3. Find a volunteer opportunity as a way to feel less lonely. There are many chances to volunteer. Working with others on a worthwhile project and giving of your time and energy can greatly aid you in overcoming loneliness. Volunteering has been demonstrated to lower stress levels, lessen depressive symptoms, foster social connections, and generally make people happy. Another method to stop feeling alone is to feel content, fulfilled, and connected to people. Number 4. Join a group or club to overcome loneliness with in-person connections. Depending on where you reside, you might have access to different kinds of clubs and group activities, which are frequently based on shared interests and pastimes. Many of these groups are available online or through local resources. Number 5. Practice self-care. Other than attempting to associate with others, don't ignore the possible force of activity, quality food, appropriate rest, daylight, and even reflection for battling dejection.